A motorcyclist was killed on Highway 26 this afternoon when he was hit by an SUV that turned out right in front of him. It happened at the intersection of Stone Road near Boring, closing a part of that highway for hours. Fox 12's Kelsey Watts is live there tonight with why people who live at that very intersection are very frustrated tonight. Kelsey?
Well, as they say, crashes happen here all the time, and they tell me they have been fighting for safety improvements for years, but so far nothing has been done. In fact, they say the situation at this intersection only got worse a few years ago when the highway was reconfigured and the turn lanes in the middle were taken out. A motorcycle in the middle of the highway, a dented black SUV, and families left heartbroken.
We stand up on the hill together and we say prayers for the people, so that's all you can do.
It makes Katrina Rivers sick to see yet another crash just outside her home on Highway 26 and Stone Road near Boring. This time, she was home when it happened.
I was just out in the yard doing some yard work, and I heard a sound, and it wasn't like a regular car accident. It was someone hitting a car.
Deputies say the man on the motorcycle was killed when the driver of the SUV pulled out in front of him, trying to turn from Stone Road onto the highway. Rivers says it's the latest in a long line of crashes here.
People just kind of gun it and go right out in front of people. They do it all the time. You can be out here working and you hear screeching and horns all the time.
2 months ago, a driver had to be airlifted to OHSU when an SUV was hit by a car here. And almost exactly 2 years ago, a woman was killed here when she turned in front of an oncoming SUV. There are only 2 examples, but Rivers says there are so many, it's hard to keep track.
1 month we had 3 accidents down there, and then there was nothing for a couple of months, and then there were another 3.
It's a battle her family has been fighting for a very long time.
My father started asking for a light in the 80s, and he was told no clear back then.
She says for years they've been asking for something to be done to make the intersection safer, but she says nothing ever happens. She hopes it will now.
It's not acceptable anymore. I think 1 death is too many. Now we've had several.
And we reached out to ODOT to ask about potential safety improvements here, but because of the late hour, we were not able to get any answers tonight. However, we do expect to hear more from them tomorrow. In the meantime, deputies tell us the driver of that SUV stayed at the scene and is cooperating. The East County Vehicular Crash Team is now investigating, and the name of the man who died has not yet been released. Live near Boring tonight, Kelsey Watts, Fox 12 Oregon.